All right, so we are recording now. So, hey, and welcome everybody to our Thursday night huddle for November. We're so glad that all of you are here. And if you are brand new, if it is your first team huddle with us, I'm Anna Watson, Director of Scented by Faith. And then we've got Jen Brandt, Star Director of Wickless Scents. And we've been doing these huddles. When did we start these? We started like January, February, March, somewhere. It wasn't too far. Yeah. So, and they've been growing every month. You know, you guys are watching the recording, and we're glad that y'all are showing up. We try to share relevant things, outside of the box things for you guys, and get your input, Q&As, all the things. So, okay, Taylor. All right, so one thing I do want to ask y'all tonight before we get started, I want y'all, if y'all feel comfortable, show your face. I do see some faces. Shout out to Skylar. She's showing her face. I see you. And utilize the chat. If you want to say something or ask a question, please, this needs to be interactive. The more you interact, the more you're going to get out of it. Everybody else. I see y'all popping on. There goes Christy and Shannon. Okay. See, we want to see y'all's faces. Y'all don't want to stare at us, and we stare. Me and Jen see each other all the time. We'll chat and do the stories and all that. So, I mean, we want to see y'all. Okay. All right. So tonight, what we're going to do, let's see. What we're going to do is talk about how to kind of think outside the box and be creative in maybe a quote unquote, if you want to call it a slow season or funky season. I know a lot of people said like September was awesome. I think everybody has like really big Septembers. October kind of slows maybe a little bit. I've heard the curse of what the J months, July, January, June, like those are slow, but we want to kind of be creative and think of what we can do in these quote unquote slow months or funky seasons that we may have. Because I have heard of a lot of people say, oh, my numbers are low this month, or they were low last month. But so we just kind of want to share some tips and ideas on how to think outside the box. And I took a lot of notes from another training that I watched recently from an SSD, and I just thought it was really awesome. And I shared it with Jen, and I thought it was a good idea for us to kind of go over this tonight. So in one sense, I'm kind of winging it, and it kind of seems like kind of obvious kind of things, but it's kind of one of those common sense things where it's like, but an aha kind of thing. So number one, if you've been with us for a little while, at least from the start of the pandemic or COVID, we went into something called hypergrowth. You had people who were working from home, getting money from government, having extra money. People were signing up left and right. Some of you may have joined during that time. And then people had extra money to spend, or they were sitting at home and they were just shopping. So we were in a hyper growth. It was sales were going up. We had consultants. It was through the roof. People were signing up because they needed the extra income, because they were laid off, those kind of things. We are coming back down off of hyper growth, but it doesn't mean that we're down. Numbers are really, really good. Scentsy is doing just as amazing as we have been. So the way this SSD said it, she said, we're not slow. We're just where we were before the hypergrowth. So it kind of seems slow, but it's really not. So we're perfectly fine. We're not down. So how do we handle this? Like for Scented by Faith, I can say, and I don't know what Jen wants to share with hers, Scented by Faith is actually up. If I compare numbers today to where we were last month, we are up. For our team size, our numbers are where they should be. So we are not slow. I don't know, Jen, how are y'all's numbers?
Ours is the same. Our numbers are right on track of what they've been for the past few months. Honestly, I feel like we might be ahead, and we might actually do, and considering the stuff that's getting ready to launch, I really think that we might have our best month yet. So definitely give yourself some credit, because you guys are still doing awesome. Even though you may not feel like it, you guys are still working it.
Right. And that's, I'm going to bring this up too, and I don't have this on my notes, is I have a tracker that I do, and I can go back and see exactly what day I can compare October 12th to November 12th to September 12th. And I can go back and see where our team numbers are, or my PRB is comparing to exact day to weeks. So Whether you're a pen and paper person, maybe you want to print you out a tracker, kind of make your own. Even you could use a calendar even, or do it digitally on a spreadsheet, and kind of keep track so you can kind of be in competition with yourself, and just, you know, see where you were, where you want to go. So we kind of want to just put it out of your mind that it's slow. I do see we have some that says it's been very slow. Change your mindset. We're going to refocus. Okay. So we do have a lot of LTOs that are going to be coming out. We have the Disney Christmas warmer that's going to be coming out, the Thor warmer, Beast Buddy, the Skateland collectible warmer that's going to be coming out. You've got the Oogie Boogie Scentsy Buddy that's coming out on Monday. There's so many more things. And then I've kind of heard that maybe you can see the trend. We've had weekly flash sales so far. So that may be something that's going to be happening every week of November. We don't know until they announce it, but it's kind of looking like that's kind of the trend. And it's different items that they're doing every week. So Scentsy is always adding sales. I tell my team all the time, Scentsy provides a no-fail environment. I got that wording from Dr. Phil from a long time ago, but Scentsy gives us a no-fail environment, and even going back to training in the workstation, and just our groups and teams overall. But as far as the sales that they give us, if they think we need them, they're going to give them to us. It's always like a surprise, and it's a blessing. Like the buddy sale today was totally a blessing, perfect timing with our buddy drives. Yes. So like the pods, they did the pods the other week. That was something they threw at us to help us. So they're always providing us with something to help our sales. So we want to just refocus and get back to how we ran our business before Scentsy offered all these LTOs. Because I don't know if Jen would agree, but just from my recollection, I've only been here for 4 years. But when I first started, at least the first 2 years, we did not have this many LTOs. Am I right?
No.
They were like few and far between. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd say maybe every 4 months. Yeah. Definitely had something at Christmas. You still had the collections, holiday and harvest collection, summer collection, but we did not have weekly, monthly LTOs. So this is totally different than it was when at least the first 2 years when I joined. So we need to get back to how we ran our businesses then. So that is going to be our bread and butter, the catalog. Okay. Mm-hmm. Our catalog products. So we can't depend on collections. They're while supplies last. You'll never know. Like the Olaf buddy clip, he was in the holiday collection, and when he did arrive, he was gone in like a matter of minutes. He was gone. So we can't depend always on that for our PRV and sales. We need something we're going to be able to count on, and that is with our catalog. Because y'all know the whole shipping container situation. We have all these shipping containers, all this stuff that's sitting outside the US, and we can't get them. And that's definitely not a Scentsy problem. That is totally out of their control. They cannot control when they're getting the things. Like they said on the end of month live in October, the Beast Buddy was supposed to like come out months ago, but they just got the stuff. So, I mean, it's totally out of their control. It's out of our control. So we need to use what we have in front of us. So we need to use this. We need to use our catalog, because this is our bread and butter, and this is our biggest tool. And this SSD, where I watched her training, she mentioned that home office has said, we have so much product from this catalog, so much inventory in our warehouses, we can't afford to keep adding new products to it. So they have all this stuff in here, besides like cotton cleanups. We know those are like a hot thing. They're always out of stock, but everything in here, we have a lot of inventory of. Okay. So I'm going to pass it off to Jen real quick, and she's going to kind of hit on this a little bit and go from there.
Yeah. So like Anna had mentioned, I feel like we as a team, us as consultants, we are focusing too much on the LTOs. We get bummed out when they sell out quickly. And that's not the way. Those are just the extra sprinkles on top of our business right now. That is our extra. That is what's going to let us hit our goals and things like that. It kind of, when Anna sent me this training, I listened to it. It really made sense because it was kind of like she said, an aha moment. And I'm like, you know what? She's absolutely right. Because me personally, I completely like drop this because I'm not sharing a lot of the products that are in there. Yes, I'm sharing them when we have our parties, but we're sharing it like generically and we're just like rushing through it. So I liked the idea that this SSD had, and I'm actually going to start utilizing it. I got my tabs ready and I'm going to do this. And what she said is that she has the pages where she wants to focus on, she has them labeled. So for example, the whiff box, she has a post-it note. She has it whiff box. It's going to be whiff box day. She's going to choose a day and she's going to focus and share and talk and glorify and just maybe go live or whatever it is on the whiff box and just focus on that. Either it's in your stories, in your VIP, wherever it may be. Make sure you guys are doing that. Another good idea, and one thing I quit sharing, and it shows because I've not gotten any new ones except for this month. I did get a new one because I'm selling the air purifiers, and I am talking about getting the club for that and saving some money. But the Scentsy Club, I honestly, I've gotten away from that. I really need to start focusing on that because this is where a lot of my PRV comes from. I have already had so far this month a little shy of $1,000 just in Scentsy Club, and I'm getting ready to hand over another one. I just recruited someone today. She has a pretty nice club with me. I'm going to hand it over to her because I'm recruiting. A lot of people say that they're striking out on recruiting and sponsoring and things like that. I focus on my Scentsy clubbers because if they love Scentsy enough to club with us, then those are your true VIP. Those are your golden nuggets for your team. Going through this, I picked out the Mickey collection. We have fans, we have warmers. When's the last time you guys shared this other than just maybe in your party quickly that you may be hosting from someone? So pick a day. I love this idea. I'm doing this as of tonight. I'm going to pick something out of here. I'm going to share it on my VIP, and I'm going to talk it up. I'm going to glorify it. I am going to remind people that we still have really great products in here. Winnie the Pooh is another one. When I'm done talking about it for the day, I'm going to take my Post-it note out and I'm going to throw it away. So that way I know what I've done and I'm not going to miss anything, because I think we get too wrapped up in these LTOs and we're only sharing those products in our stories, and not all the time that our customers are interested in that. I need to remind them that we have really nice products. We have Cinderella, we have Marvel, and those types of warmers. We don't have, yes, Thor's coming out, but we also have other cool things that are in our catalog. Oils. Gosh, I cannot remember the last time I used to share, and this just goes to show you only sell what you are very passionate in. And one thing that I have slacked off is my diffusers. I don't know why, because I use my diffuser every single day. I use them. We can't advertise of them having health benefits, but they truly are relaxing. That's something, it's a mood setter. I love using them, starting them in the morning. I want to get back into doing that. So I'm going to talk about oils. I have that on my page and put in my stories. I haven't shared me actually setting up my diffuser in a little hot second. But anyway, so you get my drifts. When you're not your laundry, your body line, I have that. When's the last time you guys have shared that? I know it's been a little bit for me because I'm so focused on the buddies and the bundles that we're doing and all these things that we're forgetting, and we're probably not selling. Like if you ask yourself, when's the last time that you actually sold laundry products? Except for the flash sale we had. Yes, I did sell some during that, but this is a really great idea. I put a bunch of notes in here for me, and as I focus on the products each day, and that gives us a chance to really dig deep, get the facts about your air purifier, get the facts about your diffuser, lifetime limited warranty, your oils, natural versus essential. So you also can get the training guide. If you don't know a lot of facts out there, there's a PDF file on your workstation. Get the facts, but definitely Awesome idea, because I think we're forgetting this. We're forgetting this main thing here because we're focusing our parties, the things we're posting in our VIP. I feel like we're posting too much about stuff like this that's coming, which is exciting, but we're not sharing enough of what's in here. Do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, y'all can see I have mine all tabbed out as well. I just have to figure out what day I'm going to share what, or what week I'm going to share what, split 2 a week. Another idea you can do if you are a pen and paper person as well, print you out a calendar. You can find these on Google. Just Google free printable calendar, and then you can plan it out. Plan out the rest of November. Go ahead and start planning out December. The Christmas shipping cutoff, I think, is normally around the 15th. We have not been told yet, but it's normally around then. So you can go ahead and plan your December on what you're going to do the first few days of December as well. And like she said, the LTOs are not meant to be the bread and butter. Like we said, they were very few and far between a few years ago during hyper growth. Is just when we had to keep putting out product because we were just exploding all over the place. So we have to focus on the catalog. They are these sprinkles on top of what the LTOs are, like she said. They're just the extras. And I know it could stress a lot of people out. I mean, because they sell out so fast. Like, I can't say that I didn't freak out a little bit earlier today when the Mystery Buddy bundle sold out, but I had a breather for a few minutes and then I collected myself and said, okay, what am I going to do? So I flipped the script, stayed positive, and got as many buddies as I could with the donations that I got for the buddy drive. So it's definitely kind of stressful. So if you are worried about that, if it's stressing you out, stop doing it. Focus on what we have plenty of and on hand and utilize that catalog. Another thing, if I know, like Jen taught me how to do scent bags, and bless her heart, I'm so glad that she taught me how to do scent bags. And we've shared with our teams, you may do your monthly boxes or whatever you do, mystery bags you do every month. Focus on those, focus on how you can grow those, get people to invite other people, referral program for those, grow those. That's something you already know how to do. Jen kind of hit on a little bit like gift bundles. I brought some ideas now. If you have any type of like on hand product that you've gotten free with your rewards when you're closing out parties, utilize those. Go to Dollar Tree, grab you a $1 mug and some stuff, and just put some candy in there, some paper shreds, a scent circle, room spray, whatever you have on hand, and create those bundles. And what I do is I end up, whatever I make off of those, the retail value, I put it right back into my business, AKA PRV. So I know I'm going to have PRV for December after I've sold all these bundles that I put together. And you can also, if you don't have anything on hand that you've gotten from your rewards, take orders from them. You could bundle the room sprays. If they have teachers, for their kids' teachers, bundle of six room sprays, 6 bars of wax, whatever you need to do, but just keep it simple. Don't break the bank. Dollar store, buy all the things. I went to our local Dollar Tree today. Normally they don't have anything, but they had quite a bit. And I got a few little random things, more coffee cups, that kind of thing, tumblers to put stuff in, and some candy. But just, we just had to reset our refocus, reset our mind. It's not slow. I'm always the glass half full kind of girl, or we're running over in the glass. I try to think of the positive and not look at the negative. So we have plenty available. So don't worry about the LTOs if you think that's stressing you out, and we have plenty of stuff in the catalog. Another thing I want to mention too, utilize emailing. You can email from your workstation or email from your personal email. I found that Gmail is actually working better for me than emailing from the workstation. It's a little bit easier. And I just saved all my contacts in there and just add the new ones as I get new customers. You can email them weekly. Say you want to email them on a Monday or Sunday and let them know what all's coming. You can let them know about the LTOs. You can let them know about your gift bundles that you have on hand, or that they can order. You can tell them about, say if you were that week, if you put it on your calendar that you, or in your catalog that you were going to do a whiff box debut that week, talk about the whiff box in the email. Let them decide what they want. They may want to order the LTO, or they may want to do the whiff box, the products that you have in the catalog, but that kind of lets them decide, and you can just email them and let them pick and let them reach out to you or whatever they want to order online. So that's kind of the gist of what we're going to talk about tonight. Jen, did you want to kind of add anything before we open it up?
Well, I was thinking of it. One thing that I've learned from earning these incentives and earning these trips, there's a thing that they do at audit at the end of an incentive period. So one thing I started doing to protect myself, because this is a kind of an awkward time where we're selling stock. I mean, we're not supposed to be like, bonus buying, buying in bulk. But when we're doing the buddy drives and we're doing scent bags, I like to actually, when I put the order in my workstation, my customer name is scent bag. So that way, if something pops up and they want to know, why did you buy 98 bottles of this? I'm going to be able to say, oh, it's because I do scent bags. With the buddies, I have Fostering Care. That's who we're doing, or Fostering Hope. That is who we're doing our buddy drive for. Fostering Hope is that person's name. So if you're doing bundles or if you're doing mystery bags, things like that, that is an idea that you can do. Put a generic name in there. So that way, if they say, hey, why are you buying so much stuff? Why? Because I have pretty high PRV. So I guess I'm just worried that someone's going to come at me one time. They haven't, but I've also been doing it this way. So that way they can clearly look, okay, she put this party order in. It says Oktoberfest. She obviously had an event. She obviously put the money back in there. So I'm able to justify where everything came from. So that is an idea. I get in the habit of doing that. Some people will actually do customer name as supplies. Maybe you're buying supplies for your business. You're buying something like a display. It is something that you're going to use for a write-off. That is another thing that you can do. You can put the customer name in there. So that way, when you go to do your taxes, because tax season's coming up, oh my God, but you can keep track of everything. So that's kind of a helpful idea. So I wanted to make sure I got that out there for you guys, because I would hate for someone to get snagged. Same thing with Anna, though. I am working on bundles myself. I'm going to focus on some pet bundles. Of course, I'm adding some ornaments like my golden retriever. But so there's little things that you can do to make them cute. Make the bundles, advertise in your VIP that they can buy multiple. Whenever I'm doing my scent bags for this month that I'll be giving to them here in about a week, when I advertised and I was talking about it, went live and did my emails and stuff, I told them, how many you want to buy? You want to buy 1, 2, 3, because these will be, the way I'm making them, perfect gifts. They can literally just wrap them up and give them as a gift. Whiff boxes is another one. I got a girl, she bought like 5 of them, because this month is a really good box. You get a cleaner, you get a flower and everything. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, hold that thought. I wanted to show you, just in case you guys wanted to do it. So I always, in my scent bags, see, Anna, I told you I'm just random, okay? But it came today in one of my boxes. So I always put an extra item. So most of my bags, the ones that got a regular one, they're going to get a pretty, it's a Christmas prayer. It's a hand towel. They're going to get that in their bag. But some of them bought a good, maybe 10, 15 bought the flower that we have. So I got these cute little things off of Amazon. So instead of that, I'm going to put that in a nice little plastic. I'm going to have an explanation of what this is. I'm planning on putting my name, my business website on the back of this. So that way, when it's gone and wears out, then they have my information there. So I thought that was a cute little added bonus to put with their flower so they can have it. So anyways, this is the time, like, we're getting creative and going back to the way it used to be, because we've been so dependent on these LTOs that now we're having to get creative. So there's lots of ways. If you are struggling to get PRV, really reach out to somebody, reach out to Anna, reach out to me, because there are so many ways to get PRV. There are so many ways that we are just going back to our creative ways. But anyways, that's all. That's what I wanted to. They have those at Michael's for.
I love those little, look like your dog, the ornaments that look like your dog. That was cute.
I know, isn't it cute? I got a couple of them. So
it's
of course,
perfect.
And I'm gonna put them in with I don't know, because I have a lot of friends that have golden retrievers. So this will definitely, that'll go. Anyway, it's my max.
All right, so we're gonna open up to any questions if anybody has any. But I think I'm gonna go ahead. We'll keep recording and then we'll fill it out with the questions. So if anybody has any questions, you can type it in the chat, unmute yourself and speak up, or if you have any ideas that you want to share, this is open. We want this to be, y'all be able to share your ideas, your thoughts, your tips, tricks, whatever. So feel free to unmute yourself or type it.
Yes, let us know what's working for you. How are you guys doing this month? Are you where you want? Is your PRV good? Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm loving it.
I don't know if Taylor's typing or if she's going to speak. Okay.
Yes, girl. Definitely can be creative. There's a lot of fun things that you can do. Definitely try some bundles. Get some of the stuff you have on hand and just make them look cute. Really, people are going to need them last minute gifts, teacher gifts.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Sure.
Co-work, shingles.
Yep, I can see her over there. She's like a little, that Santa's elf, Taylor is over there. Christy says, I've got a sticker on my passenger side door.
Can y'all see? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you. Okay. But can you see that me and Gimli match?
Oh.
I went to trade out a shirt today and I was like, oh, they match. I'm getting them. But yeah, I am Santa's elf right now. Hi.
Say hi.
No, you can't say hi.
Hello.
Hi. No.
All right, guys. I'll mute myself. But yes.
Oh, sorry. I muted her too soon. All right. But Chrissy said she's got a sticker on her passenger side door that says catalogs on board. So when I go to a drive-through, etc., it starts combos. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. And then Jennifer, all the bundle ideas has helped a lot with interest in my group. I'm almost 500 PRV with more orders still coming in. Awesome.
Who's that? Mine just says iPhone. Who was that?
Yeah. Tell us who you are, iPhone.
It says iPhone. Because that's awesome.
Sorry, it's Elizabeth Edmonston.
Yay.
I jumped on last minute. I was like, oh my gosh, so the meeting is on.
Okay. That's awesome. Yes. Definitely a way to go. Just sell that stuff you have on hand. Make them up. Do real cute gifts. People are the killer month for me. And yes,
Ooh,
I know. She's getting halfway paid a title.
Let's go. All right. Anybody else have anything? I'm liking all the interaction tonight, y'all, and all the faces.
Yeah. Make sure you guys register for World Tour while I'm thinking of it. Because a lot of us are here in like the North Carolina, South Carolina area. I mean, Chloe Cox, her downline, it runs really deep. So it has in the past, every single year it sells out. So please don't sit on that because we want to see as many of you as possible. It's really fun this year because usually like my first year went by myself. Second year I had drug my husband. He did not have a lot of fun, but he went. Third year, I did have maybe 3, but like I for real really excited about this because we have a lot of people planning on going. So I'm excited to see everyone.
Yeah, I mean, because I think I'm surprised it hasn't sold out already because I mean, we haven't had an in-person event in so long, and it totally broke my heart when I couldn't go to boot camp, even though it's going to be a trip halfway across the world, but it totally broke my heart. So I am ready for World Tour. You couldn't pay me to miss that. I am definitely going, and I'm surprised they hadn't sold out. Because I remember one year before all COVID and stuff, they've had to open up multiple sessions, right? They did it on a Sunday, the next week. Yeah.
We're always the first to sell out, and they usually ended up having, because everybody complained, to open up different days, but it was still like, it was hard when you wanted to be with your team and you were on this day and they were on that day. One of the questions I see is what happens there. A lot of Sensi spirit. When I first went, I'm just going to tell you, I really didn't care about going because like when I first went, I was drugged there. I was told that leaders are born at events. But I was trying to be a team player. So I went, and let me tell you, that is what completely changed my whole world when it came to this business, because I was seeing these girls and I was talking and having conversations. They earned this and they they were on their cruise ship and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can do that. They're no different than me. So that's what completely changed my mindset. We will get sneak peeks. We'll get to take pictures of the products coming out for the spring. We'll get hands on. They usually give us gifts. I'm sure that's going to happen again. I do know that they mentioned in the thing that we'll get our lanyard and wax bars, but I'm telling you, when I walked out of there my very first year, we had bags of stuff. They do giveaways at the end. It's a lot of fun. So leaders are born there. Hands down, it completely changed me. Either it's for you or it's not. And I had a lot of fun. So
yes, I mean, World Tour, I know a lot of you don't know what SFR is, Sense of Family Reunion, but World Tour is like a 1 day, like Sense of Family Reunion. And if you cram, I mean, just getting for this time, just getting to see and hug people and see them and talk to them in person. The energy is so hard. We can never explain it for you guys to feel it. You just have to feel it for yourself. To see people in person. I mean, you know, you have these leaders, these are upline, these other SSDs from other states or whatever, and you see them in person and you're like in total like star mode, even though they're real people. Those kind of feelings, it's awesome. And then you had the little breakout sessions, like she said, giveaways. It's just awesome, y'all. It is.
It really.
I can't wait for y'all to come. So,
Do you know anything, Anna, about the vaccination thing?
I do not. So I'm gonna stop the recording real quick before we answer the rest of these questions. So I'm just gonna stop it, then we'll keep going.